Okay, we're going to be looking at 6.2.1 core work, the methods in learning. Here it says freestyle wrestling season is right around the corner. The Los Pescados Wrestling Club has an opening at 121 pounds. Jason, a high school freshman, is bulking up for the season. That means he's trying to gain weight. He currently weighs 109 pounds, but is gaining 2 pounds per week. His competition for the spot on the team is Federico. Federico currently weighs 125 pounds, but is losing 1 pound per week. A, write a slope-intercept equation to represent Jason's weight over time. Well, we know that he starts at 109, so that would be his start value. That would be his B. So it's going to be y equals, and then is he gaining weight or losing weight? He's bulking up, so he's gaining weight. He's gaining 2 pounds per week. So that's going to be his slope. So it's going to be 2x plus his start value, which is 109. So that shows Jason's weight over time. What does slope mean in this equation? Here's your slope. It's the pounds he's gaining every week. So it's the pounds per week Jason is gaining. You can prove it like this. The definition of slope is the change in y divided by the change in x. His y is his weight and his x is time. So it's the weight, how the weight goes up as time goes forward. So it's the pounds per week that he is gaining. He's gaining because we know he's going up. It's a positive slope. The y-intercept is his start value of weight. It's the y when x equals 0. So in 0 weeks, how much does he weigh? He weighs 109 at the start. So it's his it's the weight Jason starts at. After all, y-intercept is synonymous with start value. Okay, next. Write a slope-intercept form equation to represent Federico's weight over time. That's going to be y equals, again. But the thing is, it's he starts at 125, so that would be his B, because that's his start value, but he's losing 1 pound per week. So that's going to be a slope of -1. -1x plus his start value of 125. Okay, so what does slope mean in this equation? It's the pounds per week Federico is losing because he is dropping weight. So Jason's gaining and Federico is losing. And the 125, the y-intercept, that's his start value. It's the weight Federico starts at. So there you have it. Okay, now we're going to use the equal values method to write an equation that equates the mx plus b part of both of your previous equations. Then solve for x. Okay, so basically, if this is the y, then this is the mx plus b. And if this is the y, then this is the mx plus b here. So what we're going to do, if this is y and this is also y, then when the y's are equal, then this must be equal to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new equation. The equation is 2x plus 109 must be equal to -1x plus 125. Now we need to solve it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add x to both sides. Add 1x to both sides, because what that does is it gets rid of this -x and gets all the x on one side. So that's going to yield 3x plus 109. Oops, better. 3x plus 109 is equal to 125. Now I'll subtract 109 from both sides. And what that will get us is 3x is equal to 125 minus 109 is 16. Then we'll divide 3, both sides. And what that will get us is x equals 5.333. And what does this x value represent? X is time in this problem, just as y is weight. So if time is being measured in weeks, it's going to be the number of weeks until the two wrestlers, Jason and Federico, weigh the same. Now use the x value in either of the two y equals mx plus b equations to find the y value. So we'll go back, we'll just take Jason's, y equals 2x plus 109. So first thing I'll do is I'll just literally take that equation. I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to rewrite it, but I'm going to rewrite it with 5.333 instead of 2. So it's going to be y equals 2 parentheses 5.333 plus 109. So now y is equal to 2 times 5.333, which would be 10.666 plus 109. Whoops. So therefore, y equals 119.666. And what does this y value represent? Well, the x represented how much time until they weighed the same. The y is their weight. So it's the weight of both wrestlers when they weigh the same. So write the solution in coordinate notation. The solution is 5.333, comma, 119.666. Okay, finally graph both slope-intercept equations to find their point of intersection. Does it agree with your solution? So we're going to take Jason's and Federico's, and hopefully they end up intersecting right here. So we'll go to Desmos here, and we're going to graph both equations of both wrestlers, and hopefully where they intersect will be at the intersection that we found using what's called the equal values method. Here we go, Desmos, here we go. Alright, so there's one, that's Jason's equation, and then we're going to grab Federico's equation. And you're like, but they don't even show. Well, what do we know about that? We know that you sometimes have to zoom out to see everything. So let's see if zooming out helps. Oh, I see it. Okay, there it is. The point where they intersect would be the point where the two young men weigh the same, 5.33 and 119.67. And does that agree? 5.33, 119.666. I guess they just rounded. But yes, it does agree. And that validates for us that we did the equal values method correctly. So that's really good news. And that's that.